Well, Wednesdays here on the program, we like to put the spotlight on the farm women's group Common Ground.
Common Ground is a group of farm women who want to be a resource for consumers who want to know more about how their food is grown. Joining us now is Karol Swan from the Columbus area. Nice to have you here today, Karol.
Oh yes, it's always good to be here.
You bet.
I love to drive down, do a crop check.
Yeah, and how are the crops looking?
The crops look good, and we're talking about hay, and it's been kind of wet, kind of rainy. There's been lots and lots of hay put up, so I've seen lots of field with round bales still in them. But then I see some hay that has been cut, and it never got put up, and the grass or alfalfa is starting to grow some more. But somebody will come along when it does get dry, and they have those big rakes, and they'll rake it and fluff it up, and it'll get baled eventually.
Okay. But, I wondered that if it was, you know, if you cut it and then it rained on it, is it no good anymore? I always wondered that.
What they call it is cow hay, because good old beef cows, they can take a little lower quality hay and still utilize it and still, you know, with their rumen and still get goody out of it. But it's always a talk. Can you get your hay up? When will we get our hay up? If we'll get their hay up, you know, kind of that.
Oh yeah,
we get it done.
And you brought some examples.
I brought some examples. Yeah, we put up people put up two different kinds of hay. This is an alfalfa hay. This is more of a clover type, the round leaves. Alfalfa produces usually 3, sometimes 4 cuttings. They cut it, they harvest it, they bale it, and then it'll grow back again. And when it gets more mature, it has purple flowers. So this was kind of in between. This isn't ready to cut yet, and they'll have purple flowers on it. Then we have grass hay, which, don't ask me to identify grass. It's been a long time since I took that in agronomy. But there are, on the river bottoms, there's a lot of grass hay. The Sandhills puts up a tremendous amount of grass hay, all for winter forage for their cows. And then I don't know if you see them around town, like in a lot of urban areas, there'll be a acre spot or 2 acre spot or 3 acre spot. And here comes a guy with his swather, his big old swather, and he'll swath it, and he'll come in and get 4 or 5 bales off of that. Load them up and take them off, and you know, so and then you see them along the road ditches even. Some places they cut the road ditches and bale them up. I saw it at Schuyler in their little clover leaf there at Schuyler. Somebody baled that grass in there. So, you know, putting up hay is very important because we need a lot. We have like 6 million head of cattle in the state, 1.7 million cow-calf. So when those cows overwinter and raising a calf embryo, they need some food because the pastures are covered with snow or the pastures are dormant. So they feed hay all winter to cattle. If they are, and then down in this country they put them in corn stalks too, but supplement them with hay. And out west in the Sandhills, they just feed them hay. So they put up hay all summer and feed hay. And you think of the tonnage, it's just amazing. I think total of the tonnage is like 8 million or 8 million tons or something of hay put up statewide in a year. It's just, and the more is better, you know. Even if you don't use it all, you can always use it next year.
That's true. I remember doing the huge haystacks. That's what we would have on the place.
They'd have haystacks. And now they got the round bales. They can just they're like not quite a ton, like 12 to 1,800 pounds or so, and then hauling hay. And if you have nothing, if a guy has nothing else to do and he's a cattle feeder, then he can go haul hay, because a lot of times, you know, they put it up 4, 5, 10 miles away from where they live, and they use it in feed yards. They use it for the cow-calf. Of course, dairies use a lot of bales. We don't have, or a lot of alfalfa in their rations.
Always a need out there.
Always a need.
Always a need.
Oh man.
And you're sticking around. You have a recipe to share,
Yes, I
right?
do. Yeah.
Okay, and it's a good one.
It's a good,
All right, Karol, thank you.